We carry more than 16,000 SKU. We bring in average 500 new products every month. All these 16,000 products have their own ranking. The good product we will continue, and the non-performing product we will discontinue.
Which product is like the most selling, like the top sales of Mr. D.I.Y?
Some of the best-selling ones, including our batteries and also light bulbs. So these are some best-selling products in Thailand among the Thai consumers.
I would love to ask about your selling product is focused on attractive value for money, right?
How we do it, basically, we leverage the global sourcing network that we have to achieve economy of scale. And we also practice a cost-based pricing. What does that mean? Basically, if we source it cheaper, we pass the saving to the consumer.
Why do you have to raise fund in Thai stock market? วันนี้นะคะต้องบอกว่าพวกเราจะพาทุกคนมาเจาะลึกเรื่องราวของ Mr. D.I.Y กันนะคะคุณแอนดี้ thank you very much for joining me. It's our honor to have you on this program.
Thank you, Tina.
Yeah. Can you speak Thai?
พูดนิดหน่อย
But can understand Thai, right?
เข้าใจ
Oh, okay ครับจริงๆต้องบอกว่าประเทศไทยเนี่ย I've heard that Thailand is one of the very first country that Mr. D.I.Y Group see the opportunity, right?
You are right. Yes.
Yeah. I would love you to share what the insight that you see in the Thailand market and what is to consider like the investment opportunity for the Mr. D.I.Y Group since that day.
Definitely. I think Thailand always have a very special place in our heart because it's the first country Mr. D.I.Y expanded overseas. You consider this as our first baby. The whole reason Mr. D.I.Y came into Thailand, it came from an invitation from Tesco Lotus. So back then when we are operating in Malaysia, we focused to operate in a mall format and we are working very closely with the Tesco group. And because the categories that we are selling also able to complement with the grocer, a lot of our stores back then in Malaysia were being placed side by side with the Tesco Lotus entrance. And that works very well because the grocers acknowledge us able to pull traffic and that will help to complement each other. I think at the peak we have 60 stores in Malaysia and then the Tesco management then invited us to go to UK. We thought it's too far because as a Malaysian company, it's like 12 hours differences. Then they say, hey, why not come to Thailand? And the rest is history. Yeah. So today we are also working very closely with the Lotus Group in Thailand. We operate more than 100 locations with them. At the early days, we are focusing only at the mall format and we keep on scaling until we exceeded our 300 store. We start to then expand and work into the standalone format. Yeah.
I see.
So the key thing we think Thailand is a good market. I think first of all, we have to understand that Mr. D.I.Y actually serve the mass market. We serve the middle and lower income customer. Usually these customers in any emerging countries will form 80 to 85% of the population. So from a population comparison compared to Thailand versus Malaysia, the population is double. So from this sense, it become a very highly potential market for Mr. D.I.Y to enter. And also Thailand has been, very mature in the retail landscape. And that basically gave us more confidence, to make our decision to set this as our first country. And that was actually in 2016, 9 years ago. We have been operating for 9 years. We have 1,000 stores today. We just exceeded 1,000 in May.
I see. So you mentioned about like your early stores usually open in Tesco Lotus, right?
Exactly.
That's like the very first time I know Mr. D.I.Y brand as well.
Yeah.
ปกติไปสาขาไหมคะ
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Visit stores. Yes.
Often?
Yes. Every week. Yeah.
Oh, every week?
Every week.
Yeah. And do your staff know that you are CEO of the Mr. D.I.Y Thailand?
They might. I'm not sure whether they know or not. But usually every weekend, when I have time, I will visit some of our stores in Bangkok, depending on where I'm traveling. Yes. Yeah. So I will just go and, look at whether they are serving the customers nicely or maybe. Usually I like to look at what the customers like to buy, right? To see whether, what is the right product to bring into this market.
I see ก็บอกว่าไปทุกอาทิตย์อยู่นะคะไปตรวจสาขานะคะแล้วเคยเจออะไรแปลกๆไหมคะแบบว่าอะไรที่แบบ surprise you when you're visiting stores
Yeah, sometimes we met some of the staff. They will share some feedback, that they see and the improvement that can be done. Yeah, and things like that. Yeah. But I think it would be quite consistent because a lot of people they ask us, have you visited all 1,000 stores? My answer is no. Even I would say not even 80%. Why we don't need that? Because a lot of things that we are operating is by system and also by data, right? In fact, if we wanted to find something not doing well in the store, we just have to visit 10 stores because if certain thing appearing similarly in this 10 store, that means it's also the same thing that is appearing in all 1,000 stores that we have. And we have a team, a very experienced team that able to do the execution very well. We just have to detect where is the problem, and once that is being instruction is being sent, the execution part is usually not a problem.
I see.
Yes.
And what is your favorite zone in Mr. D.I.Y shop? Normally that when you visit stores.
Okay, so when sometimes on weekend, I will go shopping with my family, right? We always say Mr. D.I.Y is a family store. A lot of people seeing us, we are home improvement or maybe a hardware retailer. Actually, we are not. Hardware only contribute 18% of our total revenue. Household is our core category, and our target customers is actually housewife. Housewife at the age of 35 to 55 years old. Basically, someone that is handling the house. That is our core target customer. But the products we have inside actually appeals to all age and all gender. For me, I will be looking at the hardware category, buying batteries, light bulbs and things like that, and also look at the car accessories department. So actually, if you look at it, our store is like a family store. It's a store for everyone. And this is also aligned with our company mission, everyday store for everyone, for everything. We even have this in a Thai campaign, branding campaign many years ago. We call Shop Dai Tok Wan, Crop Poor Tok Kon. That means we are the everyday stores for everyone.
Wow, that's great. แต่ว่า Mr. D.I.Y เนี่ยถ้าทุกคนนึกถึงภาพของ Mr. D.I.Y จะมีน้อง Hammer. You have the little hammer as your logo, right? So it means that your position is like focused on the hardware product. At the beginning of like the day that you enter the Thai market, I believe that is same as in the Malaysia as well, right?
At the beginning, yes. But we have evolved a lot.
Yeah. So I would love to ask you why you choose like the hardware product as your main product group, and what is your position that you would love to be in this market?
Okay. I think first of all, we see the home improvement retail market is valued at approximately 480 billion Thai baht or around 14 billion US dollar. And under this segment, there are two main, sub-segments, which is the big box retailer and also the general home improvement retailer. What would be the key difference? The key differences will be the products and services being offered. The big box retailer or home improvement retailer offers products and services that require professional help, while the general home improvement retailer, like us, offer products that requires no professional help and DIY friendly. So according to Frost & Sullivan research, we fall under the general home improvement segment. That is the real segment that we are in. But I think for us, it is also arguable to define this as our real segment. Why? Is because we are selling products that beyond the general home improvement. And, I can also give you some color under, versus general home improvement and the big box retailer, the home store, home specialty home retailer. So if you look at the second player, we are the market leader under the general home improvement segment. If you look at the second player, you will notice, they don't have the similar category like we do. So we have 16,000 products. Our best-selling categories are hardware, household, electrical, stationery, sports, and others. So in total, we have 16 SKU. If we compare our 10 categories with different layers, you will find the differences. So for us versus the second player under the general home improvement segment, you would find they don't have category like hardware, car accessories, right? And then if you compare us with big box home improvement, you would then focus, you then notice they don't have smaller category like stationery, toys, and cosmetic. So, and what really that make us difference is, we are the only player that have all these same categories that offers to the consumer.
Because you have a wide range of product
Yes.
to offer to the consumer, right? So right now, as you mentioned that you're number one in the general home improvement retailer.
Yes.
But actually, you just mentioned that you see your total addressable market is much more bigger than that.
It's way wider, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is your target market share? If you would love to analyze your TAM, you see that right now you the big boy in one market already, which is a general home improvement, right? But then if you would love to expand your scope of service.
Yeah.
So your TAM is much more bigger than that.
Yeah.
But what is your target that you would love to get the market share from this market?
Yeah.
Because right now, if we count only general home improvement one, you are the number one and you have currently market share is almost 9%, right?
Correct.
In the
Exactly.
market.
Yeah.
But what is your target?
Yeah. Speaking about target market, first of all, if we look at just on the general home improvement segment, we think that the market is highly fragmented, and that gives Mr. D.I.Y a lot of opportunity to grow and consolidate this market. According to the market research, general home improvement is expected to grow at 5% from now until 2029. But the chain retailer under this segment is expected to grow faster at three times at 15% per year. Basically, this is actually showing that the chain retailer are actually getting market share from the traditional shops under this segment. Yeah. We are the market leader today with close to 9% market share. Of course, our goal is then to continue to maintain the market leader position. There are a few things we are doing to maintain that position. Of course, number one will be continue expanding our stores. A 9% market share, that means we are still at the very early stage. Although we are the market leader, but we are still at the very early stage to actually maximize the potential of this business in Thailand. We will also continue to drive revenue through, getting the right products to the consumers, growing revenue through doing advertising, marketing rightly to boost our top of mind awareness, and to do what we continue good at to basically expand our growth and also expand the market.
I would love to ask about the Thailand market situation right now.
Yeah.
As you can see that we see that consumption in Thailand is not that good recently, right? But your store product sales are pretty high.
Yeah.
Also, your same-store sales growth in the first half of this year is also pretty good if we compare to other competitors in the same segment as you are in.
You're right.
Yeah, and it's only one time. What do you think about this trend that coming on?
Yeah, sure. I think, in fact, the weight consumption in Thailand is not just happening in the past 1-2 years. In fact, after pandemic started, it has been a bit slow in this market. But I think the key thing for Mr. D.I.Y is we continue to grow. In fact, more than 50% of our store network today, which is approximately 500 stores, were added during the pandemic period between year 2020 to year 2023. We continue to grow despite soft sentiment. And most importantly, while we're growing, we are achieving a positive SSSG, same-store sales growth. This means, we are maintaining healthy expansion and also sustained organic growth, right? And speaking on 2025, I think as what you have rightly pointed out, in the second quarter, we have a strong same-store sales growth compared to the peers. One of our key observations was we see there's a trend of consumer trading down. Why we are saying so? Every year we hire Nelson to do consumer research to understand our customer demographic, to understand their visit frequency, to understand their socio-economic class. So on the socio-economic class, as I'm also pointed out, Mr. D.I.Y serve the middle and lower income customer. That is our main customer. So in the past few years, we have 15% of our customers are considered the high income earners. Interestingly, in 2025, from the latest research, we have seen this has increased for 3 percentage points to 18%, which means there's a trend of consumer trading down because of the challenging macro landscape, and people just wanted to save money. Our stores appeals to our target customer, which is the mass market, which is the lower and middle income customer. So during good time, bad time, they will continue to come back to Mr. D.I.Y. They know about our value proposition. They know our pricing. They know about the products that we sell in our store. They will continue to come back.
I see. If we talk about the overall sales per store in Thailand, we see the level almost $500,000, right? Per store per year. But then if we compare it with like the Mr. D.I.Y shop in Malaysia, it's around like 700,000 per store $, per store per year. It's still a big gap from here. What do you think? Like, can the store in Thailand have some improvement and then one day can achieve like the sales per store like in Malaysia? What do you see like the opportunity for the Thai stores?
Yeah, I think, of course, first of all, hopefully one day we will be able to achieve that. There are two reasons Malaysia's sales are slightly higher or much more higher than Thailand. The first one is Malaysia business has been operating for 20 years and also building on brand awareness. It is a more mature market and with higher reputation. Another thing that determines whether the sales per store is high or not is also by the store sizes. The store sizes would then depends on how many products we wanted to put in. So Malaysia, as I mentioned, is a more mature market. So we have more mature product assortments. For example, in Thailand, we have 16,000 SKU. Malaysia have around 18,000. So that extra 2,000 products will make a difference. And you will also need a bigger space to sell and to display the extra item. So I would say Malaysia stores will be in the average basis will be bigger than the Thai store. That is also one of the reasons the sales per store is higher.
So I would love to ask about the cost, the expense that incur in order to like bring all the product on the shelf of your Mr. D.I.Y. And what is the significant cost of this one? And how can you manage the inventory level to serve all the demand nicely and smoothly along the way that you have been managed for?
Yeah, I'll touch on the cost first. First of all, our business model has been supported by very effective cost management through a very lean operational. So we manage the entire supply chain ourselves all the way until the end consumer, right? Starting with product selection, managing the suppliers, to inventory system. We have our own, software system that basically manage our inventory as a WMS and also a store system. And we also manage our own distribution network, also manage our own store operation. We have 1,000 stores today, and there are more than 10,000 employees at the store serving our customers. So all our stores are directly managed without any franchise. And lastly, we also manage marketing and, to use marketing to drive traffic to our store. So all these processes are handled in-house.
Wow.
As like our name, D.I.Y, do it yourself. So from this process, then you will know, of course, our cost structure, we have a cost of goods sold. And then we have the SG&A, which basically covers all the processes that I have mentioned, including system, including distribution center, source operation, and also advertising expenditure. Yeah. So these are some of the key cost structures that we have in our business.
I see. And how about the way to manage all the inventory in
your
shop?
So a key success of factor for us is actually our product mix. We carry more than 16,000 SKU, and getting the right products to on the shelf is never an easy task. So we constantly refresh our assortment. As a retailer, it's important for us to keep our assortment fresh. We bring in average 500 new products every month, and we carefully select what stays in our store based on the internal product grading system. The internal product grading system we have will then measure the performance of the product by profitability, stock turnover, and also the volume sell. So with this system, basically we will then evaluate the 16 16,000 product performance. All these 16,000 products have their own ranking. The good product we will continue, and the non-performing product we will discontinue. Yeah, and this process run in a monthly basis. So on the store side, they don't really decide what products come in because we are using data analytics and all these grading system to determine what sells well, what's to go in, what to discontinue. Everything is automated, is being supported, done by HQ. In the store, they just have to make sure, the stores is always filled with right inventory. They are all being displayed nicely, and then they focus on, promoting these products and servicing the customer. So it makes it so easy for them to operate and leave the analytics work to be done in a HQ level.
I see. So with all the internal process that you did by yourself?
Yes.
All these
processes that I just described, we done internally.
So how that reflect to your profitability in the past? Because some of investor might ask, if you outsource some process, it might be you can get some higher profit than invested input all the capex to do all this by yourself. What is your clarification around this, and what is reflect in your profitabilities for the Mr. D.I.Y?
I think first of all, 99% of our stores, they are profitable at the store level. And in the past 9 years operating in Thailand with 1,000 stores today, we only closed 20 stores. Yeah, a lot of investors, they like to ask, you are opening 200 stores a year, how many stores you are closing? So in the past 9 years, we only closed 20. Reason of closure, half of it is because of COVID. There are a lot of, community more, they just can't survive. Typically, Mr. D.I.Y is the last one that is standing because the nature of our business, we are like a crowd puller. And that's also the reason why we can operate in a standalone location. So half of the closure are because community more just can't survive through the COVID. And remaining half of it are due to relocation. On the revenue side, I think we in the past 3 years, we achieved a 27% 3 years CAGR. Last year, we achieved 16 billion Thai baht revenue. Our net profit recorded at 1.7 billion, which is a 30% CAGR in the same period. So I think all these performance in the store level, as far as, the 3 years CAGR growth basically shows the model that we adopted works in this market and loved by the local consumers.
I would love to ask about your selling product is focused on attractive value for money, right?
Yeah.
Is this strategy can be sustainable for long-term growth strategy for Mr. D.I.Y?
Yes, but it has to complement with other things that consumer like. So maybe let me just touch on pricing. How we do it, basically we leverage the global sourcing network that we have to achieve economy of scale. And we also practice a cost-based pricing. What does that mean? Basically, if we source it cheaper, we pass the saving to the consumer. And that explains why our price are cheaper than the market. We don't really price based on market, but we focus on how we can make our product low. But cheap price is not just one of the factor. Actually, in Thailand, the consumer love 3 things about Mr. D.I.Y. I have talked about good prices. No one dislike, affordable prices, value for money. I think that is the key. The second thing the consumer love about us is basically the product varieties. So that product varieties basically make us different. And last but not least, Thai consumer love about our convenience. With 1,000 stores today, we are operating in all 77 provinces in Thailand. So imagine if you live in a city, you wanted to get something from D.I.Y, you could get it. And during weekend, you went to holiday in Hua Hin, there are plenty of Mr. D.I.Y shops there. So I think what really will keep us, growing is basically what the Thai consumer love. And that would be pricing, product varieties, and also our convenience store distribution.
I see. This one is really important to sustain the growth in the long-term level, right?
Yes.
So as I heard from you that you mentioned about your global supply chain, right? And you always use the scale that not only for the Thai market, but also globally as well. How can this be your competitive advantage in long term?
So on the sourcing side, in Thailand, 75% of our products are imported, 25% are locally sourced. The 75% that is imported, we import from 5 countries, including China, India, Vietnam, Malaysia, and Indonesia. And because of the large store network we have globally, we have strong bargaining power. When we are sourcing, we are not sourcing for 1,000 stores in Thailand. We are sourcing for 5,000 stores we have globally. And these numbers has been adding, at a minimum of 1,000 yearly. Yeah, that put us in a very good position when we are sourcing with any global suppliers we have in the world. And we also adopt a cost plus pricing strategy. Basically, we are pricing our products based on the cost we get. And this allows us to offer, unbeatable prices while still maintaining a very healthy, strong gross profit margin. And so with all these things being done in Thailand, it makes our product 27% cheaper than the peers.
But I've heard that you have only 3 distribution centers around the country, right?
Yeah.
Is that sufficient for this, the network that you have 1,000 branches right now?
Yeah, I think first of all, we have 2 distribution centers and also 3 hubs. So the 2 distribution centers is actually formed by 10 warehouses. Yeah, there are like 10 warehouses in 2 distribution centers. That is located in Samuprakan. Yeah. So the current facilities is able to support up to 1,000 stores we have today. And all these warehouses that we are taking is based on a build to lease model. Basically, we only add the distribution center when we require it. Typically, every year when we add 200 new stores, we will need 1 to 2 new warehouses to support the growth. Over the next 2 years, we plan to reach 1,500 stores. So we will add additional 3 more warehouses in the next 2 years to support the growth. Apart from that, we have also recently acquired a plot of land, also at Samuprakan. It is a large facilities with plans to build automation warehouses. So this warehouse will start construction next year, and it will be in partial operation in year 2028, and will be in full operation by year 2031. So when this facilities is ready, 7 years from now, it will have the capacity to support up to 2,500 to 3,000 stores in Thailand. That is the facilities that we are building to support our growth. Apart from that, currently, our distribution center is also supported by 90 delivery trucks. We have our own trucks to deliver our goods nationwide. Currently, 80% of our deliveries are handled internally, 20% are outsourced, and that is helped by the 90 trucks we have. We will gradually increase our fleet based on the network needs. To maintain at least 80 and 20 delivery ratio. So another benefit of the truck is also, apart from helping us to manage the delivery, the truck are usually dressed with bright yellow Mr. D.I.Y color with our big logo, sometimes with the hammer we have. It's also a mobile ambassador that giving us free advertising when they are delivering goods across Thailand. I also mentioned about the hubs we have. So we have 3 different hubs, which is a smaller facility, one in north, one in northeast, another one is in the south. So the hub is like a cross-docking hub for the team to basically, the lorry as a stop station, because from here to the north is so far, right? So it's also for safety reason, we need hub for the driver to rest, or for them to basically dispatch the goods to swap into a smaller lorry to deliver to the location.
I see. How about the transportation cost, logistic cost that you have? Is that pretty on the range of the average retailer space, or?
I think it's pretty reasonable. The reason why we need the distribution center to located in Bangkok is because it's also near to the port. And 75% of our products are imported, and 25% are locally sourced. So all our suppliers will only send the products directly to the distribution center, not to the store. There will be 0 product going to the store directly, right? And when they come to the distribution center, I always describe our distribution center is like the heart of our business. It's basically pumping blood or pumping inventory to the store. So for our business need, we need ideally to have 1, 2 or 2 distribution center that able to get all these things to come in, process it inside, and then after that, dispatch to all the stores we have in
I
Thailand.
see. Okay. But then, if you talk about like the expansion process, you said that you'll have target to expand like 200 branches per year,
Yes.
right? But we would love to know how much more capex that you need for expand like this in every year after this. Yeah. And your plan.
So this year we do 200. Next year we do 210. The following year is also around this number. So by 2027, we will exceed 1,500 stores. If you think about that, now we have 1,000. That means in 3 years' time, we are adding 50% to our network from a store expansion point of view. Capex per store, it varies. Of course, it depends on the store sizes and things like that. But average, it will be, a store will cost us 10 million baht. So 200 stores, then it will be approximately 2 billion Thai baht that needed for yearly expansion.
I see. So what is your your next target is 3 years from now, it's gonna be like up 50%. After that, long-term plan. How can the stores number can be until like the mature stage of this retail?
Short term, we say 1,500. After that, we're probably maintaining the same pace of 200 stores per year because we could increase to 250, 280, but we also wanted to make sure the stores that we are opening not only hitting the quantity but also
the quality,
right? As I mentioned, 99% of our stores are profitable. Like location selection, everything, these are crucial. We are going to maintain this pace and continue to scale. I think one of the key things we consider on adding new store is basically we follow a very important ratio. As you understand, Mr. D.I.Y serve the mass market. We serve the middle and lower income customer, which form 80-85% of Thailand. So population information matter for us when we enter Thailand, matter for us when we decide where we wanted to go. We will use this, we call it population per D.I.Y store ratio to decide how many stores we could open. So take Thailand, for example, 1,000 stores today, 75 million population. That makes our population per store ratio 75K for Thailand. In a more mature market, D.I.Y Malaysia is operating 1,500 stores. Malaysia is a smaller market with 30 million population. That make the population per store ratio 25,000. So 25,000 in Malaysia versus 75,000 in Thailand. I think clearly it shows there are room to grow for us to grow in this market. Every year when we are scaling, for example, in Thailand, we will use this population per store ratio to analyze by different region, north, northeast, southern. And then let's say we set this number as a median, 75,000. If we identify certain region have a higher population, take northern as example, 100,000. This data then suggests us we can have more store. Purely from a population point of view. We will then get our business development team, the team that, help on store expansion to go to do site sourcing. And then from there to suggest us good location to open. We will then repeat this exercise in yearly basis. So this year 35,000 because we have 1,000 stores. Next year we will have 1,000 too. So this number will come down. It may become 70,000, 65,000. But we repeat this exercise to determine where we should prioritize opening our store.
And in different area.
In
be
different
like
areas.
Different
Number. But the key numbers will be population for retailer and especially for retailer like us that serve the people that serve the mass markets.
Wow, it's nice to know this kind of the metric that you use to like expand your stores. I've heard that you're trying to expand in many formats, right? But right now you seem to focus on standalone shop format. Why is that? What is difference?
First of all, when we came into Thailand in year 2016, the first few years, our model only focused on mall format. We don't have any standalone format. After a few years scaling in Thailand, when we already exceeded 200 stores, we start to ask ourselves this question. What is next for Mr. D.I.Y in Thailand? Are we going to continue to focus in mall? Or, we should think of something different? Because there's a limited numbers of malls in this, in every country. If we are just relying on this, it will be a cap. So in 2019, we, like many Thai retailers, we tried the standalone format. We tried for a few stores. So what's the benefit of a standalone model? With the standalone model, it enables us to enter anywhere in Thailand. We have a coverage of 77 provinces in Thailand. We just opened in the last two provinces, which is Mae Hong Son and Phang Nga, in the first quarter of this year. Without the standalone model, we could never go to Mae Hong Son.
Yeah, because there knows more there.
For sure, yes. Yeah. And apart from, this standalone model, apart from being able to allowing us to penetrate into, deepen our penetration into secondary, third, and third cities where we see there is a demand for modern retailing. But also, the beauty of the standalone model is this standalone store, they are customly built for us. We work with the landlord on different locations, and they will construct the store based on our requirement. And because it's custom built, based on the size that we want, it's less likely to replace by others. If you compare this model with a more competition is tough, right? It's not likely to replace by others. And also because it's custom built, we're able to sign long-term leases. It could go up to 15 to 21 years. And because of long-term leases, the rental increase is also consistent. The only requirement for retailer to work in standalone model is you need to have the ability to able to attract traffic to your store. And thankfully, Mr. D.I.Y, we do have that. We do, because of the value proposition that we have, good pricing, wide product variety, we are a crowd puller. So that then works for us. So in the next 3 years, we plan to reach 1,500 stores. 90% of the new stores will be still the standalone model.
And where that you would love to focus? In Bangkok and metropolitan or in provincial areas?
I think first of all, if you look at our store distribution right now, 60% are located in Bangkok plus Central plus Northeast. Basically, this is where the population live. We go to where people live. And the rest are basically equally distributed across all other different regions. We have covered all 77 provinces early of this year. It's a major milestone for us and the team because, in fact, in Thailand, there are not many retailers have a similar coverage. We talk about 77 provinces. I don't think there's any under the home improvement segment. In grocery, convenience, yes. Home improvement,
no.
I don't think so.
But as you open more stores, as the numbers that you mentioned before, is that gonna have like some cannibalization between the stores happen? What kind of the strategy that you plan to have to avoid this kind of situation?
I think first of all, we think we are still at the very early stage of this happening. For the fact that we only have 9% market share, even though we are the market leader. So clearly there are room for us to grow. And then second, if you look at the past 3-4 years, we were adding stores aggressively. Our SSG is positive. I think that is a best evidence of healthy expansion and also sustained organic growth. And also right now, we also set some internal criteria. Let's say within 3 kilometer radius, we don't want a store to be too close to each other. Yeah, I think cannibalism is still at a very, very early stage.
I see.
We don't see that yet. And hopefully we won't see it soon.
Okay.
Yeah. What is key, really key for our brand is actually to, apart from, the topic of SSG, but the main thing is also to deliver the bottom line. In other words, profitability. When we open a new store, other than chasing number, we also look at the quality. For every new stores that we open, in the past, our stores achieved a payback period less than 3 years. And to be precise, it's actually 32 months. We take 32 months to get full payback, 4,000 stores. So when we open a new store, we will give them a sales target. And this sales target will be calculated based on a 3 years payback period, which factor in capex, inventory, deposit, and everything. That sales target, for example, internal sales target, if we set 100%, that means we are on track of a 3 years payback period. If it's 150%, then we'll be, 2.5 years. If it's 60, 70%, then the mean will take more than 3 years. In the past 3 months, the first 30-day sales for us, for all the stores, is actually in the range of 120 to 130%.
Oh.
average. That means we are on track of 3 years payback. And that is also means when our store open for just a month, it will start ramping up. Just after a month of opening, it will start ramping up into a very mature stage because we have this brand awareness in this market already. When we open a new store, we just have to make some marketing telling the people there's a D.I.Y opening nearby. They will know what we are selling. They will come to our store. And the ramp up period is very, very quick.
How is your goal for Mr. D.I.Y Thailand in next 3 to 5 years? What do you want to see from Mr. D.I.Y Thailand?
Sure. I think a few key strategies or focus we have, the first one, we will continue to work on the store expansion as we are still at a very early stage, to maximize our presence in the market. We will continue to add new stores, 200 stores yearly, and to reach 1,500 stores by 2027. Number 2, we will continue to drive revenue growth for the existing store. So apart growing from new store, how do we drive the existing store is also important. There are 2 things we are doing to drive revenue growth. First is our focus on merchandising. That is key. We constantly bring in new products, 500 every month to refresh our assortment to delight our consumer. We use data analytics, internal product grading system to determine what stays and what go. We want to make sure, we are getting the right products or the right consumer that stays in our shelf. So the focus on product, therefore, will be key to drive our growth in the next, 3 to 5 years. Lastly, we will also drive, our company, by maintaining what we are good at, keeping our operation lean and maintain our costs effectively. So on sourcing, we continue to leverage the global procurement network. We will decide to source globally or locally, depend which one has cost advantage, delivery advantage. We will continue to practice cost-based pricing to offer value for money product for our consumer in align with our tagline, always low prices.
I see. Last but not least, I've heard that Mr. D.I.Y have been done really well in Malaysia. And also you go public in Malaysia as well and also Indonesia as well.
Yes.
Why do you have to raise fund in Thai stock market?
The key reason we wanted to raise fund or go public in Thailand because through this process, it will enhance our corporate visibility among our customers, among our suppliers, and also amongst the regulator. So I think that would be key. Apart from that, the IPO will also give Mr. D.I.Y Thailand a direct access to the Thai equity markets, providing us funding in local currencies as all the capex that we require will be have to pay in the local currencies. And also I think an IPO will be an award for the employees and management because that means, we are reaching another milestone. We wanted to use some of this mechanism to reward our long-lasting, or employees that have been working with us for many, many years.
I see. ได้คุยกับคุณแอนดี้วันนี้นะคะเข้าใจเลยว่าทำไม Mr. D.I.Y ตลอด 9 ปีที่ผ่านมานั้นถึงสามารถสร้างการเติบโตได้อย่างน่าประทับใจแบบนี้นะคะแล้วก็เชื่อเป็นอย่างยิ่งค่ะว่าด้วยแนวคิดของการที่เข้ามา localize นะคะแล้วก็ใช้เรื่องของ data อย่างเป็นระบบใช้เทคโนโลยี in-house ของตัวเองในฐานะที่เป็น retailer ซึ่งต้องบอกว่าวันนี้เนี่ย Mr. D.I.Y ไม่ใช่แค่ retailer จากประเทศมาเลเซียนะคะแต่ว่าเขาเป็น one of the global retailer นะคะที่ประสบความสำเร็จด้วยความรวดเร็วแล้วก็ตั้งใจอยากจะขยายนะคะ footprint ไม่ใช่แค่ในมาเลอินโดนีเซียตอนนี้มี14ประเทศรวมถึงประเทศไทยซึ่งก็เป็นหนึ่งในประเทศที่กำลังจะมีmilestone ใหม่ก็คือการเข้ามา IPO ในตลาดหลักทรัพย์แห่งประเทศไทยนะคะก็น่าติดตามเป็นอย่างยิ่งสำหรับกรณีศึกษาของ Mr. D.I.Y รวมถึงการเติบโตหลังจากนี้วันนี้ขอบคุณคุณแอนดี้มากๆเลยที่สละเวลามาร่วมพูดคุยกันนะคะขอให้เป็นการ IPO ที่ราบรื่นนะคะแล้วก็เห็น Mr. D.I.Y ขยายสาขาได้อย่างตั้งใจต่อไปนะคะวันนี้ขอบคุณมากเลยค่ะ Thank you very much for today ค่ะการลงทุนในความรู้ไม่มีความเสี่ยงผู้ลงทุนควรกดติดตามลงทุนแมนไว้ในทุกช่องทาง